I'm going to let you all know 2 reasons why TRC application is being rejected, documents you need to apply for TRC, and the proper time you should apply. A lot has changed, or else you find yourself back to your home country. Hi, welcome back. So I don't want to talk too much. Let's go straight to the point. So point number 1 is I'm going to let you all know 2 reasons why your TRC application is being rejected. I'll be straightforward about this. Then before we go ahead to documents you need to apply for TRC, then TRC means temporary resident permit. So in case you hear me saying TRC, just know that it's temporary resident permit. So documents you need to apply for TRC, this information is important for those who are new in Poland and also those planning to come to Poland. Either you're coming for study or you're coming for work, because definitely you're coming in is first you get your visa, even if it's work visa, even if it's study visa, it's visa you get. And when you come here, you need to convert that visa to a resident permit, which allows you to stay longer, and so that you'll be able to, like, from here you can apply to other countries that you want to apply, which visa will not give you the opportunity. So like I mentioned earlier, and the proper time you should apply, a lot has changed in this particular section. A lot has changed. Unlike before, some people can be negligent, they will just like apply anytime, but this time around you have to be very careful and act fast, or else you find yourself back to your home country. Now let's look at what you need to apply for this TRC. First, you need a date. A temporary resident permit date is very tough now. Just as you're running from your country saying that embassy in the Polish embassy in your country, there is no appointment date, there's no this date. It's same thing here in Poland though. Hey Jesus, it's like people don't know. It's same thing here in Poland. The date is like, in short, people are selling dates in Poland. Lublin in particular, I don't know. In short, other states, other cities, it still happens in other cities. People sell dates, not just only in Lublin. People sell dates. Like the crowd, the population is too much. When I came 2021, it was very difficult to get dates. But you start looking at the website, at least within 2 weeks, you should be able to get it. But now, 2 months, you'll be looking at the website, you will still not get dates. Serious. Sometimes they tell you midnight, you wait midnight before you fill all your information, someone has taken it. And people charge as high as 200 zloty to book dates for you. Now, the business that you were running from, that date, appointment date that you're running from, giving it to agents. If you come here, you may end up giving it out to agents. That is just it. So there are ways around it. You can always go to other smaller cities. Even other smaller cities, it's still a bit difficult, but you should be able to get dates. Initially, people come to Lublin to apply for their TRC because it was initially easier to get appointment dates in Lublin, but now it's something else. So now before I continue with that, let's start with documents you need to apply for TRC application. First, you need the date, like I said. Once you'll be able to get the date, then you need to get your house contract. Remember, if you're getting accommodation in Poland without house contract, sorry, I don't know how you're going to apply for your TRC, because house contract is one of the main things you need. And another thing is your house contract must not be less than 6 months. From 6 months and above. Fine, maybe your landlord has given you 1 year house contract. Maybe at the point of applying for your TRC, you just have like 4 months or 5 months. It's okay, it's doable, but not house contract of like 6 months, 4 months. Some people got denied because of that. So you may be lucky that they may approve your decision, most especially when you are new in Poland. But if you've already had TRC application previously and you just want to renew, probably you may be able to skip this. But if you are new in Poland, please try to get 1 year house contract to be on the safer side. Then when you've gotten your house contract, then go with your parcel. They may not ask for your parcel, but it's always good to go with all these documents, because at the day of your submission, if you forget any document, that may delay your decision, because those documents you forget, they may not tell you immediately that, oh, you are supposed to bring this, you are supposed to bring that. They may just say, okay, fine, you submit. Oh yes, everything's correct, because these people don't understand English. So anything you say, they'll say yes. Anything you say, yes. So you have to be careful. At the time, maybe like a month later, when they want to decide, when they are looking at your file, they want to decide on your case. They will not find out one particular thing is missing, one particular, depending on who is attending to your case. Mrs. A or Mr. A may attend to your case, may not need PESEL, or may even accept you if you come with 6 months contract or 4 months contract. Mrs. B or Mr. B may check your document and say, no, I cannot work on this. So it depends on individual discretion. That is why it's always good to get everything you need to get. Gather everything, dump it for them. Let them say, okay, I don't want this, I don't want that. So if, for instance, when they were deciding on your documents, they now find out that one thing is missing, they will send you mail to send those things. And sending those things, you don't really need to book dates. Remember, date is very difficult to get. Appointment date for your TRC submission is very difficult to get. But you will not have to post it. So posting it may take time depending on who is deciding on your case. So it may take them like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Like in Warsaw, it takes 8 months to approve, to decide on. Not only in Warsaw, there are so many bigger city. Most of those bigger city takes a whole lot of time for them to decide on your resident permit. But in Lublin, it takes like 3 months, 2 months, between 2-3 months, depends. If your application is a straightforward thing, there's no need for additional documents. So you can imagine if, for instance, your visa is almost expiring and you have important thing to do, and this is going to delay you. Then your international passport, you need your international passport. You make photocopy of all the pages in your passport, everything. Even 72 pages, you make photocopy of all the pages, including your data page. Very important. Like I said previously, you're going to do copies of all your data page, one copy each, but you can do it two copy in case you may get there and they'll tell you one page is missing, one page is missing, that page is missing. You can take from the other copy so that you have a spare in case they tell you this is not clear, that is this. You can always give them extra. Then your house contract, you can do 2 copies, but normally is 1 copy they actually want. Then you go for health insurance. There are some health insurance that people usually do, a cheaper health insurance, which is they call it compensat, something like that. So they give you like 6 months health insurance for 200 zloty. There are some they'll give you 6 months for 250 zloty. I think when I applied I paid 150 zloty for 6 months. But if you have NFZ, you don't need all this insurance. With your NFZ, even if normally NFZ, they only allow you to pay, since this year 2023, now they mandated that you must pay 1 month ahead. You must not pay 2 months ahead. So now for NFZ, you can just get always all those your declarations that they've been giving you for previous months. You can always make sure you keep them, so that when you're applying for your resident permit, you can always compile them together, take it on the day of your submission, show it to them that you have NFZ. So there's no point getting all those regular 6 months or that you pay 200 zloty. Remember, those ones you pay 200 zloty for 6 months, they don't really cover, and in short, they cover almost nothing. Because at the time you call them, they'll tell you different procedure. They'll tell you go to this place, go to that place. Sometimes at the end of the day, it's maybe 900 zloty it covers, and they'll give you so many procedures that when you look at the stress, you just forget using it. You just use it for only your TRC application, and that is it. So instead of wasting that money, why not go for NFZ? That is if you want to get NFZ insurance. So I'm going to do a recap. First, your appointment date. Secondly, you have to get the form, the TRC application form. You have to print it out and fill the form. Make sure you use translator, Google Translator. Use a very good translating app to translate it very well. Fill it properly. And secondly, you need to photocopy all your data page, your passport data page, even if it's 75 pages, photocopy 72 pages, photocopy everything. And your health insurance, make a photocopy, the ones they give you at their office. And also your house contract, photocopy it. Your PESEL, go with it. They may not need it, but go with it. Your house address registration, the documents they'll give you, go with it. They may not need it, but it's always good to go with everything that you have. Then next we're going to look at is your passport photograph. You need 4 colored passport photograph. It has to be recent passport photograph. Don't use the one you brought from Nigeria. They may reject it. So it's always good to go to close by, just look around where they have, where you can take passport photograph. I think I did mine for like 6 for 45 zloty. That was as at 2021. So I don't know now, it may be like maybe 50 zloty or so. So you need 4 passport photograph of your recent pictures. Another thing, you need confirmation from your school. You need letter confirming that you are a student, and also your school result. Result is not compulsory. That is most especially when you are applying in, when you are renewing your visa, when you are converting your visa to your resident permit in your first semester. Probably maybe then your result is not out, but your school is going to communicate to them if they request for it. But like my own case, they actually requested for my results. That because at the time I applied, I was in my second semester, though we're not done with second semester, but they requested for our first semester results. So I don't know when you will apply. So if you apply during your second semester and you've done your first semester, please request for your result from your school. Like I said, they may not need it, but it's always good to go with all these documents to avoid delay, them sending mail to you that there's something you've not brought. Then bank statements. Let's talk about bank statements. I have like 3 or 4 people asking me this. So they send me DM, they will ask me how do they go about the bank statement of a thing. So this bank statement is not something hidden, not like, even though as much I will not go into too full details, but I'm going to give you like a tip so you will understand what I am trying to say. It's not a difficult thing. Don't be scared. There are different ways around. So for the bank statement, it all depends your accommodation. How much is your how much do you pay per month for your accommodation? There are other miscellaneous factors they calculate. They want to know your monthly living expenses. So what like my own case, my accommodation there was 650. So when you factor in my tuition fee and everything, so I presented 25,000 zloty bank statement. That was as of 2021, and they approved it. But there are some people, they present 50,000, 40,000. It all depends on you. So there's a way we do this bank statement of a thing. Let's say for instance your accommodation is like from 1,000 above, like 1,500, 1,200, 2,000. So a bank statement of 35,000 to 40,000 is acceptable. Yes, is acceptable. Even 35,000 will still be acceptable. But sometimes if you're, most especially when it's up to 2,000 zloty, is to be on the safer side, use a bank statement of 40,000 zloty. And there are ways they do this. There are people, look around, ask friends. There are people that they will give you the money, but some you will need to tip them. You need to give them money to do that for you. It's not free. You put it in your account, fine, with the little that you have, because definitely these people know that. How would you be able to get like 40,000 zloty as a student? It's not possible. So let's say for instance you have only 10,000 or 15,000 zloty. You can tell friends, oh please give me 5,000, give me 5,000. Before you know it, the money is complete. Put it in your account. And there are people that do it for a token. Yes, there are people that do it for you for a token. I don't want to go into details. Go talk to your friends around. That is why it's good. Whenever it's good to go to a city where you meet your kind, like people from your country. Let me put it that way. Let me say for instance you are a Ghanaian. It's not necessarily the person must not be a Ghanaian, but if the person is Nigerians, Zimbabweans or Ethiopians, talk to them. There are ways they go about this. This is legal, it's not illegal. But make sure any friends that is helping you out, make sure you're careful, because so that they will not end up giving you someone's money. So that you don't end up using your accounts to collect someone's money. Just be careful. Make sure it's someone that you trust that is doing that. If possible, let them give you cash instead of doing transfer. Let them give you cash to be on the safer side. So like I said, you don't necessarily need to get the whole bulk of money. You can just get whatever amount you get, 5,000, 10 or 20,000, which is your personal money. You can talk to friends here and there. Please loan me. Friends will help you. Some may not want to help you for free. They will tell you, okay, you have to give me commission, give me this and that. So immediately you print your bank statement, you can refund their money, then leave your own personal money in their account. So after you've put all your documents together, so what next? You now have to go submit. So all this statement, bank statement, photocopy and everything, you do this 2 days to your submission. But that of the document from school and all those, to make sure you get them in form at least 2 weeks to your submission, so they get all those things ready for you. So after you have done all this, so on the day of your submission, make sure you go with 340 zloty. That is the temporary residence permit application fee, 340 zloty, the whole of Poland. That is how much they charge. Then for if you came for work permits, if you are converted to work permits, they charge, I think, 440 zloty. And there's another additional fee they charge from you at the time when your decision is ready. I think that is 50 zloty. That is for the card, for them to print the card for you. The card is not free. So here in Poland, nothing is free. You pay for everything. So that's just how it is. There are different reasons why your decisions may be delayed or rejected. So let's look at the delay part of it. The delay part of it, like I mentioned earlier, I've already mentioned this. If you don't go with like all documents that you need, and at the end of the day, the person attending to, the officer attending to you may tell you, okay, I need your parcel. Maybe probably your friend went to submit and say, oh no, I didn't go with parcel, they did not ask for it. And on that day you're submitting, the officers attending to you may want to ask for the parcel. You never can tell. The officer may bank on it and want to request for it, tell you bring it later. So bringing it later means sending it through post. And most times they may not tell you immediately bring your parcel. If they are submitting, they'll just tell you yes, everything. If you ask them is everything okay, they'll tell you yes, it's okay. And a month later they'll send you mail or send you message that, oh, you need to bring this document, you need to bring this document. So those things are what makes decision delay. And another delay is from your school. If you've not paid your tuition fee, let me say for instance you're the type, you got admission in a school where you pay only one semester, and at the time you'll be applying for a TRC, definitely your first semester tuition fee must have elapsed, must have done your first semester exam, depending on the visa you came in Poland. I will explain details on that at the end of this video. And you've not paid second semester. So imagine the school may not want to respond, may not want to send them the document, because sometimes they still communicate to the school to know how you're doing. If actually you're coming to class, they may even send some officers there to check your records to see if actually you come into school. So the school may delay to respond to them, or the school may tell them, okay, you've not paid your second semester, you're in second semester, you've not paid. That may result to your delay. It all depends. Some people are lucky, they still approve their temporary resident permit, but in most cases 70%, let me say 75%, this may result to your delay. This results to people's delay. So that's what results to delay. Then what can result to being giving you negative decision is, number one, you use, like most people will just come, okay, they're based in Gdnask, or maybe probably they are just all this one or two people migrating from one place to another. People do that. A lot of people do that. I've seen a lot of people doing that, migrating from one country to another. Okay, just look at, oh, Poland is easy to get the resident permit, let me just come here and get the permit, with the hope that, okay, let me go to another country and hustle. They may just get a house, pay for the house, they will not be staying in the house, then leave. But these people come to your apartment to ask, to inquire if actually you are there. They don't ask people inside the apartment. Most cases, some they may come inside the apartment to ask, some they will not come. They will ask your neighbors, those in the neighboring flats, those around, do you know this person? So most times, if you are the type that you don't always stay in that city, you just go to other city like to hustle, because most people, they study online, they don't have contact class. Maybe once in a blue moon they have contact, so they mainly they just go to other city or maybe other country to like look for. So if you fall within this category, they may delay your approval, most especially if they ask someone that cannot verify you. So if you are lucky in the apartment where you rent in the flat where you rent the apartment, and maybe probably the flatmates are people that actually know you, watching your back. So if they happen to come inside, ask of you, and they meet any of the person that actually know you, the person may just save you and say, oh yes, I know this person, may just say one or two things to defend you, even though you actually don't stay there all the time. But in the cases where you don't know anybody in the flat, because most times my flatmates can be in the house, we don't see ourselves, we may not see ourselves for like the whole day, 2 days. Yes, it happens. You just mind your business, do your thing. Of, let me say 98% of students in Poland stay in shared apartments. So that is how you cut costs. So if you want to know how I survive the high cost of living in Poland, please check card here. You will see the video how I survive high cost of living in Poland. So it helps a lot. Another scenario is maybe probably you actually stay in the apartment, you're always around, but maybe you're the type that always going to work, morning you go to work, come back in the night, you don't make friends around, you don't talk to people around. So they may come ask your flatmate may say, I don't know, maybe because they may actually know that this is you, or they may not even know your name. They will say, I don't know. And once they say I don't know, definitely negative decision. Like in my own case, there's the neighbor, the other flats opposite mine. So whenever I come out, there's one of the little girl there, her name is Julia. Whenever I come out, I hear they call her Julia. I say, hi, your name is Julia. Oh, my name is Julia. I'll be speaking all those my small shapration polish, and she'll be laughing. So we became friends. So the day this immigration officer came to verify my address, it was Julia they met. They asked her, hello, do you know Julia? She said, oh, I know her. She's a very good lady. She stays in this apartment. She came because they asked her, when did she come? She came so time. How often does she come to the house? I see her every morning. I see her every afternoon. So that's what she said. So I got to know what she said was, when I was coming back home, I think I went to class, so coming home, I saw her father. Her father said, he wants to say something. You know, we use translating app to communicate. So he said, two men came. They said they are from the local government. They were asking the daughter things about me. They asked the daughter, how long have I been here, if I'm a good person. They were asking so many questions that the doctor said a whole lot of good things about me, that I'm a good person. You can see. So if I were those type that I mind my business, it's good to mind your business, but sometimes you just say hello. It doesn't harm you to say hello. How you doing, Shaprashon? I don't even know how to read Polish. So there's nothing wrong to say hi, Shaprashon, church, mind your business. So there's nothing wrong to do that. So if I have not done that to that little girl, probably she wouldn't have said anything. She would have said, I don't know her. Even though she have seen my face, she may say, some people can do that. I've had a friend that it happened to her. I think it was a neighboring, it was age people, you know, older people. They act funny sometimes, and most time when they are not the same race with you, most time when you are black, white, you know, understand that kind of feeling. They ask these older people, and do you know this person? They know how. Well, maybe because she doesn't greet them, she doesn't say hi, or maybe because she's not friendly to them. They told the people that no, we don't know her, and they denied her. Her decision was negative. So when she inquired to know, okay, what happened? Why was my decision negative? I'm a true student. Everything is okay. They now said they then said, when we came to ask of you in your apartment, the other people in the other flat, they said they don't know you. And she, most of the time, she always come home, go out, she sees these two old couples, but they literally denied that they don't know her. Maybe because she doesn't say hi, how you doing? You know how old people can be now too. They are so, sometimes they can be funny. So that was what happened to her own case. But she later appealed, and they came again, re-verify, and that was it. Everything went smoothly. So her decision came out, though it kind of delayed her decision, but finally it came out positive. So back now to what has really changed in TRC application in 2023 now is, unlike when I came 2022, 2021, if you don't have TRC appointment dates, you can send by post. By post usually take a whole lot of time, but now you can still send by post, but it's going to delay you. By post now it's going to take you like 12 months. Or like back in those days, I have a flatmate, she could not get dates, she sent hers by post, and it took like 8 months before they called her to stamp on her passport, because stamping on your passport is to verify that yes, you can legally stay in Poland. So what if you cannot get dates and your TRC is almost expiring and you send by post, and at the time they call you to stamp on your passport and your visa has expired, they will not treat it again. They are going to send you back because you are illegal. Because there's now a new law. I'm going to drop it here so you read it. There's now a new law that initially during the COVID, even when your visa expired, you still have rights to stay in Poland. Even if you don't have TRC appointment date, you still have rights to stay in Poland. But now a lot has changed. So I'm going to read what they said. Repeal of COVID provision on submission of residence application. Renewal of residence permit. Deadline for leaving Poland. So they went ahead to say the amendment provision for the repeal of certain provisions of the so-called COVID Act, Article 5 something something, 15 something something, you know how they quote their law, of the Act on special arrangement for preventing, countering and combating COVID-19, other communicable disease and emergency could be on other communicable disease and emergency caused by them. The provision that were repealed extended the legal stay of the foreigner in Poland, the validity of the resident document, which is the visa, resident card and temporary identity certificates of foreigners, the deadline for applying for temporary resident permits, and the deadline for leaving the territory of Poland, and the deadline for voluntary return. Please note, the revision applies to all foreigners in Poland, not just Ukrainian citizens. The provision will be repealed as of August 24, 2023. Until then, one must take steps to extend their legality of one stay in Poland at Article 17 and Article 33, that amendments. So what they are trying to say is, till August 24, 2023, before then, if your visa expires, you still have legal to stay, pending when you apply for your TRC for them to stamp and all those things. After August 24th, if your visa expires, trust me, they are sending you back. Even if it's a day, 24 hours later, you go to apply. Okay, let me use this instance. Let me say, for instance, your visa expires 1st of September 2023. And you have submission date on the 2nd of September 2023. If you go that day, they don't care if it's expired yesterday. They are sending you back. They will not extend your stay. So this is warning to everyone. Make sure at least 3 months to your resident card expiring and also your visa. Your visa, I always advise 6 months to it expiring. Go renew. Except you don't have anywhere to go to. But you can go like 2 or 3 months. But most times I always advise 6 months. Most especially if you are the type that like traveling. But if you're the type that you don't travel, no problem. You can go 2 months to the expiry date you apply. But make sure you start checking for dates. Most especially if you are in a city where getting date is very difficult. Make sure you start checking from dates from the 6th month of your visa expire, from the 6th month of your visa validity. Let me say, for instance, your visa is 12 months. Then the 6th month, start checking for dates to extend, to apply for to submit your TRC application. But most times there are some people that are unlucky. They give them 6 months visa coming to Poland. Immediately you arrive Poland, please start checking for dates and apply. Don't wait till the last moment. I remember when I came to Poland, I had a whole lot of friends, so many of them, that their visa expired. In short, a week after their visa expired, some 2 weeks to their visa expiring, some a month to their visa expiring. That was when they start looking for dates. But this time around, such grace will not cover you again, because those grace were because of the COVID. So because of the COVID, so if your visa expires and your TRC expired, if your visa have expired and your TRC have expired, so they will not send you, they will not repatriate you. So that covers you. But now those COVID law is ending 24th of August 2023. So nothing is going to protect you now. Make sure you act fast. Why you still got some time? So this information is basically for those coming into Poland. When you come to Poland, make sure you start looking for dates. But if you have 6 months, they give you a 12 months visa fine, you still have time to like chill before doing that. But if it's 6 months, 9 months, please don't waste time. So this brings us to the end of this video. This is information I have for everyone. If there's any other additional information that I forgot to add, I may do a short of it, do a short video of it, then add it. And also I will be still drop it in the description section, so you can check it out. To always check out my description section. Most times I drop some information, additional information, in case I miss out one or two things. If you have any question or you have any video you want me to do, please drop it in the comment section and I will do that video for you. And also don't forget to check my playlist. I have a whole bunch of other videos that I have done, how to survive in Poland. And now I have another video coming up, what you need to pack coming to Poland, things you need to bring coming to Poland. I have video if you are looking for a job. I'm also looking for a job. Oh. Yes, I have video of that. If you are looking for a job, check the description section or check the card or check my playlist, is there. If you are looking for a job, so there are a whole lot of video I've done. So if you check my playlist, you find out that I've not actually done videos that really address your area of concern. Please drop it in the comment section. If you don't want to comment in the comment section, you can send me email or send me message in my Facebook page. Yes, I'll try to drop my Facebook page. Most times I change names, so that's why I've not been writing it on the video, but this time around I'm going to write it. Check my Facebook page if you want to communicate with me. Yes guys, so this brings us to the end of this video. I hope you love this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Your subscription is very important. Subscribe. We are trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. We're 91,000 subscribers. Yeah. So I'll be having live video hopefully this week. I will let everybody know in my community tab when this live video is going to be coming up. So live video will be like a live section to attend to your question. If you have any question to ask in my live, ask. And also have a live section where I will invite you to come and talk. Yes, talk. But if you want to come to my live session to talk, you need to on your camera. So if you're going to like off your camera, I will not allow you to talk in my live section. So guys, yeah, I think that is all for now. I'll see you in my next video.